Hey, what's good, y'all? Top of the morning, man. So let's touch on this real quick. Um, I've been seeing a lot of videos about Devin Haney and the Ryan Garcia fight, and how they having to like lower prices on the tickets and things of that nature. How they had the tickets overpriced from the jump. And I mentioned in a couple videos already, that when people want to keep trying to blame Ryan Garcia on for the fight flopping and all that because of his antics. Like I say, it's not just Ryan Garcia. Yeah, he did play a part in it, probably doing that stupid stuff that he was doing. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, Devin also diminished the man's skills, called him a drunk. You know what I'm saying? Got the man up there talking, then damn near forced the man to talk about what else he does behind the scenes. I mean, he didn't have to say what he does behind the scenes, but I don't understand why Devin Haney kept questioning him. Like, oh, that's all you do? That's it? That's like, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Like insinuating he does all these hard drugs. And my whole thing is this. You already picked, okay, Tank's leftovers. Now, in Devin's defense, he did call Ryan Garcia out before. And Ryan Garcia did say he gonna save him for last. He felt that he was gonna be more difficult, I guess, you know what I'm saying? I guess because of his style. I don't know. But that um I remember him Ryan saying that when Devin Haney walked in the ring at the end of one of his fights. I can't remember exactly the fight, but I remember him calling him out. So uh, he really probably should have got the fight with Ryan before Tank did. I mean, come on now. Like I told y'all, we're gonna be honest here. We gotta be honest. You know what I'm saying? Whether because I don't, like I say, I don't have nothing against Devin Haney. I believe that it's his father, these fake YouTube channels, and his fake fans that's gonna ruin him. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like, okay, not only on not only do you got all of that, you got where the fight is being held. It's being held in New York. I've never known in history where the Barclays Center garner more revenue and pull in more earn and pull in more money than Las Vegas does. They said it wasn't a spot in Las Vegas. So I guess they felt that they had to have that particular fight right now. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I don't understand why not waiting until there was a slot in Vegas to where y'all could garner in more revenue. I mean, I don't understand that. I don't understand the big need for this fight. Ryan Garcia already lost. You know what I'm saying? I don't see the what was the big rush. You know what I'm saying? And it's clear to see, man, that Bill has pumped Devin's head up. I don't know if Devin knows this and he's just playing the role with Bill because that's his dad. But dude, you know you not on the level of Tank as far as like ticket sales and shit like that, bro. You have to know that. I can't believe that he's really trying to even compete with him. Just go in there and fight, bro. And if whatever the ticket sales do, they do. By trying to compete with this guy, man, knowing that you don't have the proper promotional backing. People don't like your father, dude. They don't like him. He makes it look bad for you. It's people out here, I gotta check them and be like, oh man, it ain't, no. It's Devin, but you gotta look at his dad, bro. If he had someone else um advising him other than his father, it would be Devin would be a completely different person. Because I remember Devin before I guess Bill got big headed or hot headed. It wasn't like this, you know what I'm saying, at the beginning. It wasn't all of this, these shenanigans and these delusions of grandeur and tough talk and all of this type of shit. And face of boxing talk and all of this. Yo, you can't be the face of boxing and you don't knock nobody out, bro. That shit is crazy. For y'all to even mention that shit. So when Paulie Malignaggi was winning, and before he lost, he was like a face of boxing. Damn, yo. I mean, like, bro, I just ain't never seen it, man. I ain't never seen this. I'm trying to understand the reasoning. That's why I said, other than him trying to, implement some different tactics into this fight, and or try some cheating tactics, or like I said, manipulate the padding in those Everlast gloves that I keep saying I feel he's going to come in the ring with, being as though he's not training in Grant no more. I be watching these fighters, man, in the gloves that they wear. I watch Keith Thurman when he comes in the ring. He wears Rival. You know what I'm saying? I watch David Benavidez. He wears Rival. Floyd Mayweather wears Grant. You know what I'm saying? Devin Haney was wearing Grant. Now all of a sudden he want to switch to Everlast. Grant is a better quality glove than Everlast. Any boxer knows this. Grant is a better quality and it's more expensive. Everlast is more popular because it was out before a lot of those other brands of gloves. But Everlast isn't as expensive for the most part. So why would you change to a cheaper glove? See, and then when I ask these questions, you know what I'm saying? Y'all call it hate and this and that. Man, come on, bro. These is legitimate questions, man. All you got to do is answer with a legitimate answer. You know what I'm saying? So, I've been saying, I feel that Bill is going to ruin his son. You know what I'm saying? And it seemed like, man, he proving me right, bro. He proving me right. You leaving a bad taste in people's mouth, man. It's already bad enough that Devin don't get knockouts. But then when you claiming that you the face of boxing and you the best in boxing and all of that type of shit, and you get in the ring and you never knock nobody out, what is it that people are going to come to the fight to want to see? Just you outbox somebody for 12 rounds every fucking time, bro? Every time? Every fucking time? They already know what's going to happen in the fight. If the dude can't knock you out, it's going 12 rounds. People getting tired of that. Who the fuck gonna pay $1,000 a seat for that? Did somebody say that those were nosebleed seats? Did somebody say that? $1,000 for nosebleeds on a guy that gets no knockouts? That's irrational, man. Y'all, that's irrational, illogical, unethical, all of that shit. It makes no sense. And you got 78 Sports TV and this LDBC dude sitting up here trying to, I don't know, like uplift or place Devin Haney at this status that he ain't at. He not competing with Tank Man when it come to that type of shit. He might compete with him in a fight. But stop this record sales and this ticket sales shit. Come on, man. It's no comparison, bro. He don't got the right people backing him. He don't got the right promotional company backing him. He don't got the right advisors. If they was with Floyd, he'd be doing Tank numbers. Bill had his reasons why he didn't want him over there with Floyd. Okay, fine. Bill got that right. But he's suffering because of it. So take what comes with it, bro. You made a decision. You didn't want Floyd making it seem like, he's the reason where your son is where he at. You wanted the accolades for that. Now you got it, okay? You got it. Even though you don't train your son, you lie and tell people that you do. Show a video of us training Devin. Show a picture of a video of you on the mitts telling Devin right hand, left hook, right to the body, left to the body, jab, jab, jab. Let's see this. I want to see it because I ain't seen it yet. So you want the position, you know what I'm saying? You want the accolades behind it just for being there, just for being his dad, just for supporting him. But you ain't putting in no real work, no real blood and sweat. The coaches is doing that. So you got the accolades, you getting the credit that you wanted because you didn't want Floyd to get it. So you got to take what come with that, homie. You a nobody to boxing, Bill Haney. You a nobody to boxing. Don't nobody know you like that, bro. People just started knowing who you was like about 3 years ago, man. I mean, really checking for you because of all the talking that you, this bearded dude look like Devin Haney, that's his dad. You know what I'm saying? I mean, of course. But they wasn't used to the, the shit talking, the delusional shit talking. That's what made people start like dragging Devin because of Bill. People wasn't really dragging Devin like that before Bill started doing all that talking. They was talking about he ain't really got no power, and that was it. You know what I'm saying? They respected his skill level. That was it. They dragging Devin because of Bill now, and because of people like 78 Sports. That's down in all these other fighters. That's his potential, well, competition, or could be a potential fight for Devin Haney. And it's people that like these other fighters. You know what I'm saying? You trying to big Devin up like these other fighters, like these other fans of these other fighters don't know that Devin ain't really like that. He's just a skilled fighter. That's it. That's it. He's just a skilled fighter. Him and Shakur Stevenson are damn near running neck and neck, okay? I favor Shakur Stevenson, but they damn near on the same level, man. It ain't, and neither one of them is going to outsell no Tank. Nobody is going to outsell Tank Davis except for Canelo Alvarez. And I don't even got him outselling Tank Davis after the bullshit that he said the other day about never fighting David Benavidez. I'd like to see his next fight, and I like to see all the Mexicans crowd that motherfucker after if he packs an arena after saying that, he the GOAT. He the GOAT. He the GOAT. If he can pack an arena after telling all of his fans he's not going to fight a guy because the guy disrespecting him, and y'all want to compare this guy to Julio Cesar or Chavez, you got to be fucking kidding me, bro. You can't even compare Canelo to Oscar De La Hoya. Oscar De La Hoya runs circles around Canelo with his level of opposition and competition. Are you serious? De La Hoya turned down no smoke. That's why Canelo got away from him, because he wanted him to fight, and Canelo didn't want to fight. He wanted to fight who he wanted to fight. That's why he got away from Golden Boy. That dude ain't like that. He a fraud and a cherry picker. And y'all talking about like comparing him. You can't even compare him to Oscar De La Hoya, let alone Chavez. Let alone. Are y'all, I don't know, man. Y'all need y'all temperature check. When they say, oh man, Julio Cesar Chavez. Julio Cesar Chavez don't like him. He don't like Canelo. Fuck that. Fuck that. Man, it'll be hard for you to compare Canelo to Marquez. To Juan Manuel Marquez. All three of them that I just mentioned, all three of them Mexicans run circles around Canelo as far as their heart and balls and competition. Man, you got to be fucking kidding me. The hardest fight, it seemed like that Canelo had, which I felt that he lost, was Erislandy Lara, Triple G, and Dimitri Bivol. That I can remember. And of course, he lost to Floyd Mayweather. I ain't even counting that. Come on, man. Stop it. He got 60 fights. And four difficult ones. 4 difficult fights out of 60 fights. Unless y'all can name some other difficult ones that I'm forgetting. Come on, bro. Stop playing. Stop playing, man. Carrot Top ain't like that. He got beat by little old Floyd Mayweather. You know what I'm saying? Little old Floyd Mayweather. And the trip thing about it, he couldn't do shit with Floyd. Couldn't do nothing with him. Took the boy straight to school, man. Straight to school. And they had a similar record when they fought. Floyd was undefeated. He had 40. He was 40-0. I think Floyd was 41-0 when they fought. He had size. He had youth. He had a whole country backing him. Because, now, let's be honest, all Americans don't really fuck with Floyd like that. Of course, black people like Floyd, but everybody, everybody don't like Floyd. And it's a lot of white people that don't like Floyd. So he had all those advantages, man, and got took to school. None of that shit mattered. Like Floyd say, it's levels to this. You know what I'm saying? He wasn't getting in there. He knew what he was going to do to Canelo. He didn't get in there and bash him. You know what I'm saying? He wasn't getting there trying to sun him. Talking about what he do behind the scenes and shit like that. Canelo drank beer. Why y'all don't talk about that? Canelo drinks. He does commercials. He does commercial and shit for, I think, Tecate or Modelo. So what is y'all talking about? He does commercials for beers and shit. That's okay? Or is it Corona? Huh? Why is it okay for certain people to do shit behind the scenes? It's okay for them to do it, but when another person do it, it's a problem. I don't get it. I guess it don't matter what you do as long as you get in the ring and you whip ass. When you lose, now it's what you're doing behind the scenes. But if what you're doing behind the scenes benefits you in the ring, now you're cheating. See? Something like with David Benavidez when they caught cocaine in the system. I didn't know that that's a enhancing drug. That shit increases your heart rate and could make you possibly have a fucking heart attack. How is that an advantage? I don't know. I ain't never did coke. But I know people that do. I mean, I heard that it numbs you a little bit. Is that the cheating aspect of it? If you get in the ring coked up, you don't feel the punches like that, maybe? Is that the part that they talking about? Because other than that, your heart rate already beating fast from adrenaline. And the cocaine is going to make it beat even faster. So to me, that's taking a hell of a risk anyway. You know what I'm saying? Putting a hell of a strain on your body. But David Benavidez being so young, I guess it was okay for him. He could do that. And it's crazy because looking at David Benavidez, even when he was a little younger, to me, I could see him doing that. I could see him snorting lines. He just looked like the type. Him and his fucking brother. Jose looked like he snorted them too. They act like it. They do. Bro, tell me that them boys don't act, them brothers don't act like, they act like they do that, bro. And it's another thing. People keep forgetting that David Benavidez, man, that guy has been sparring some big boy heavyweights ever since he was 15 years old. He was getting cracked by Gennady Golovkin. Triple G. He been sparring that man since he was 15. He started sparring Triple G at 15 years old. He was a fat boy. In there getting punched by Triple G and not going down. So when y'all sleeping on David Benavidez and all that type of shit, and he ain't got no amateur background, and this guy, he don't need one. He started training with them type motherfuckers, that type of level of motherfuckers. Professional fighters. What do you need an amateur background for when you start training with professional fighters that knock motherfuckers' tops off? Explain that one. It don't matter that he only got 10 amateur fights. He wasn't, to be honest with you, he ain't even turned open class. He's a novice in a novice is 10 or less fights. An open class is 10 or more. He never fought in 11 fights, so he's still a novice in amateur. And look what he doing in professional. Different strokes for different folks. Different strokes for different folks. You can't always say because somebody got more experience in amateur that they're going to do this person dirty in the professional because this and that. It don't always mean that. It don't always mean because a person started earlier in their career, started at an early age boxing, that they're going to beat somebody that started late in their career. It doesn't always mean that. It doesn't always mean that. Look at Frank Martin. Look at Deontay Wilder. Look at Rolly Romero. He done beat people. All these guys started around 20 years old. Tevin Farmer. So, it don't always mean that. A lot of the times, it can, but it depends on the fighter, man. It just depends on the work ethic of the fighter and how determined they are, how strong-willed they are when they get in that ring. You know what I'm saying? Who wants it the most? Don't you hear him saying that shit? You know what I'm saying? It's came down to the point of who wants it the most. You know what I mean? So I'm just saying, man. You know, you can't always use those scenarios, uh, those analogies. But back to Devin Haney, his ship is slowly crumbling. I've been saying it. And when it happens, I just want to see the lies and excuses. They're going to make Devin Haney and Bill seem so much like victims, bro, when shit go bad for them, yo. You just watch. So much like victims when shit go bad for them. And depending on how this fight looks with Devin and Ryan, to me, is going to determine how he supported his next fight. You know what I'm saying? How he supported, you know, all around. I'm not talking about dudes that just came for him. I'm talking about how everybody's going to view him. It's, you know what I'm saying? It's only like 4 or 5 boxing channels. That's 5 fucking people out of millions and millions and millions and millions of people who bring in revenue. You know what I'm saying? I mean, what fucking difference do they make at the end of the day? I'm just saying, you know, this performance is going to determine the success of his next fight, in my opinion. So we're gonna see what happens. We got less than 6 days. You got 5 days to the fight. Hopefully everything goes as planned. Ryan don't pull out the fight on some bullshit. Hopefully Devin Haney coming to the ring with Grant gloves and not them fucking Everlast gloves. And if he does, hopefully Ryan is smart enough to realize that he changed his fucking gloves. Or, you know, something. I mean, come on, bro. Why don't somebody send this shit to Ryan, man? Why don't y'all send it? Somebody get up there, tell him, man, check that man gloves, man, if he coming there with Everlast gloves. I don't want to see no bullshit, man. I want to see a fucking boxing match. I don't want to see no massacre or nobody getting cheated and knocked all over the ring like they paperweight from corner to corner, like Terrence Crawford was doing Errol Spence. Shit that don't even look right, bro. I don't want to see that, bro. I want to see a fair fight, man. What's so wrong with that? Y'all hate these fighters so much that you don't care how they lose. Just as long as they lose, you don't give a fuck. And like I say, that's why these boxers don't really fuck with y'all like that. That's why they give y'all bullshit fights and shit like that. And I don't even blame them at this point, at the end of the day. Black Dr. Phil, I'm out, man.